It's got so much sediment in it, it's not draining.
Let's come up and over, and then we'll let it set down and slide down and catch. Ready?
Okay. In the field water heater call. Today, we're actually headed up to McKinney. Now, I'm going up there. This is not something I normally do, but I saw a great video opportunity here. The thing is, a lady's got a water heater making noises. Now, I don't know how old it is, didn't ask her. I know it's not a brand new one, anything like that. So I'm wanting to go up and actually listen to the water heater. I want to see what kind of problems we've got. She did say it's not a newer water heater, so it's probably been in for a while. So we're going to go up and look at it and see what kind of problems we have. And is it something we can fix? Is it something we can make better? Or do we need to replace the water heater? Now, this video is sponsored by Quick Fitting. We figured out Quick Fitting is a great opportunity to use in a position where you have water lines that are accessible and you want to get the job done faster and give the customer a better option. So, we're driving through the North Dallas area. We're coming up from Richardson into Plano. We're on Central Expressway. Traffic is horrible like it always is. Don't get me wrong, it's moving, but it's really congested. Now, one thing that we have to deal with in an area like this, and you need to think about it when you're setting your pricing, what is your efficiency rate? And a lot of people don't know how to figure that out. Normally in an area like this, where you've got traffic and your service area can be so big, a 50% efficiency rate is actually pretty good. Now, I have a friend that has a plumbing company in a smaller town, and what he does, he's really focused about where his guys go, how long it takes to get there. He can actually get 6 to 7 hours of productivity from his people. That makes a big difference, and it determines what you charge, because you've got to set your prices accordingly. You're still having to pay your plumbers to drive. You're still having to pay them to take breaks, to do what they need to do. You just want to make sure you've got your pricing set accordingly. So if you are in an area where it takes, say, 30 minutes to get to a job like it is here, it's something you need to factor in, and you need to make sure your pricing reflects that. That way you can be a good, profitable company. It's Taco Tuesday. Everybody tell me in the comments, what is your favorite taco place? If you had one taco place you could go to in your area, or maybe even another city, and that's the last one you could go to, where would it be? Taco Tuesday. All right, so as I start getting close to houses when I'm going to work, I start looking at the streets. I want to see where's the manholes. Does the sewer come out in the front? Does the sewer go out in the back? Where are the valve boxes? Do I see them in the front? Now, once I can determine that, now if I want to, if I'm going to work on a sewer call, I may start looking up at the house to see, can I see where the two-way cleanouts are? Are they installed typically house to house? That way, if maybe the house that I'm going to work on is a flip, I'll still know where to look for the cleanouts, even if they've been covered up with mulch, because everybody loves doing that. So it's nice to just be able to come in, pull up to a house and know, hey, the sewer's out front, the sewer's out in the back. What's going on? What's happening? All right, now I'm pulling up, and this is really an easy one, because not only is the meter box right there in the front yard and easy to see, there's a clean out right in front of the house, which is great, easy to get to. So if it was a drainage problem, it's just stuff that I know. Now, I can document this on the notes of the house, but the cool thing about it is, I'm just here for the water heater. Let's go check it out. Okay, so what we've got is a Whirlpool. Now, I've already looked it up on the app. This water heater was made in the 6th week of 2011. So here we are, late 2022. This water heater is already 11 years old, and it's got a 6-year warranty. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on and see what kind of noises I can hear, but my thought is she's gonna be smarter to change this water heater out than just try to repair it. Because at this old, I'm definitely not gonna flush it. All that sediment buildup in there is probably filling up micro fissures, little cracks, things like that. I'm not gonna flush it, don't wanna do that at all. I may even have a hard time draining it out. So anyway, let's turn on the hot water and see what kind of noises it makes. I hope you can hear this. We're getting a little bit of popping, a little bit of rumbling. What this is the calcium and magnesium, all the sediment that's built up in the bottom of this tank being heated And that heat is trying to go up through all that to heat up the water. So you've got water down under it that's probably getting really hot. The sediment is probably trying to expand, and it makes this popping noise. Now this is normal, but again, this water heater is 11 years old. The efficiency on it is probably horrible, and you can hear the popping just keeps getting louder. So anyway, let's go talk to the homeowner and see what they want to do. It's got so much sediment in it, it's not draining. Have we got an air compressor with us?
No.
As you can see, man, we had one that was really stopped up, and we talked about that earlier with all the calcium, magnesium built up in the bottom. One of my favorite ways to do this, like we showed you, put a fitting on top, cap off the other side, fill it with air. The air is going to stay to the top. It's going to force all the water to blow out the bottom, and we got this one drained. So what I'm going to do now, I'm literally just going to cut this so I can disconnect everything. We've got the top disconnected. The lines are held very well, so we can move that out of the way. Then I'm going to disconnect the temperature and pressure relief valve. That way I can unscrew it and we'll be ready to go.
A few moments later.
All right, so we're headed back out. Like, I got to tell you, that was actually a nice install. The biggest problem that we had a water heater that was 11 years old, so draining it down was a problem. I love having the cap, the compressor, and things like that. That way we can induce air into the top of the heater, and it's gonna blow that water out the bottom. The sediment, the calcium, magnesium buildup in there, that makes it harder to deal with, but when you've got a water heater that old, it's something you're gonna have to do. I've gotta tell you, I was really impressed with the quick fittings. They went together really smooth. Everything did just like it should. We turned it on, we let it get hot. We didn't have any problems at all. So that installation, literally from the time we got it drained to the time we had everything hooked up, turned on, fired up, and ready to go, that was just over an hour, maybe not even quite that long. And remember, we had the winch in there to help us take the old water heater down and pull the new one back up. That makes it go quick and easy and makes it really nice. Now remember, this video is sponsored by Quick Fitting, but we teamed up with them after testing their product and proving that it's actually better than any other push-to-connect fitting on the market, and actually better than a lot of press fittings. But anyway, using it today on a water heater install, man, that cut our labor a lot. I hope you got something out of this. What'd you think about our water heater install? Do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know. Do you think that using push-to-connect fittings could speed up your installation time? Because I gotta tell you, it really did ours. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.